All right. I want to talk to you about the Posada and Girardi relationship. But first, I was watching Mic'd Up last night. Did you have some kind of a bronzer or some kind of a makeup on that made your face look very bronze compared to your neck?
They might have used a tan or makeup on me. It's possible. I mean, it happens sometimes. It does.
Yeah, I think they use a little too much.
That happens. You know what? You're worried about that more than I am. You know that I'm not George Hamilton. I'm not there to. I'm not the leading man. I'm just there to do sports. I'm not Brad Pitt, so I'm not worried about it.
No, well, I mean you're a close second though.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. You're going to worry about it more than I am. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, so before you were saying that Girardi can't be telling Posada which way to hit. I'm a coach of a 20-coach league, and actually I got coach of the manager of the week last week, so I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, you do?
The manager absolutely had discretion.
I don't want to break this to you, but you're not managing the New York Yankees, and if you're going to tell me that you think that a manager is going to tell an all-star player like Jorge Posada to bat lefty against a lefty pitcher, you are out of your mind, okay?
But he's allowed to, bro.
By whose standards?
The manager had discretion over that kind of stuff.
Wait. The manager tells the Jorge Posada, who has been a switch hitter and who has been an all-star and who is hitting 300, you are going to hit lefty against a lefty?
Most indubitably.
What are you out of your mind? I mean, listen, you can't be that clueless, can you?
Well, I
Wait. I don't care what you told me. I don't care what you think you know. You don't know what you're talking about if you think. First of all, no manager. Joe Girardi was a pro player. You think he's going to tell Jorge Posada to bat lefty against a lefty pitcher?
Absolutely.
You're out of your. Wait a second. What are you talking about?
Well, he could pull a pitcher.
Well, let me ask you something, Matt. That is nothing to do with what you're talking about. You are telling me that does Girardi know how to hit better than Posada does?
Let me ask you:
does the manager, Matt? Does the manager know how to hit better than the hitter?
Do you tell me Mickey Mantle was a manager? That'd be fine.
No, I didn't tell you that. That's not what I said. What I said was no manager worth $1 would ever try to tell a player to ever, as a switch hitter, bat lefty against a lefty pitcher. Why would he ever even encounter such a thought? What?
You just implied that if the manager was a better hitter than the actual hitter.
That's not what I implied. What I said to you was, why would you think he would fool with that?
Because he wants to win the game.
So wait a second, Matt. You're trying to tell me that a manager would tell a switch hitter, an all-star switch hitter, to bat lefty against a lefty pitcher?
That's what I'm telling you.
Well, you live in what? First of all, why would he ever do that?
Because he wants to win the game.
But why would he ever think that he would do well doing that?
He's got the statistics in front of him.
Wait a second. Posada doesn't hit lefty against lefties.
The guy was pitching, he had the ERA against lefties was like...
But those are lefty hitters who are career hitters left-handed.
His ERA against lefties was minuscule.
Matt, how many times has Posada hit lefty against a lefty?
Will you stop yelling at me?
None. 0. He's done it never.
What?
He has never hit lefty against a lefty.
You know that for a fact?
Never.
I've never seen it happen, but I'm sure it has happened.
Why would he do it?
Well, like you just said, if he's a knuckleball pitcher, if he's injured...
He's not a knuckleball pitcher.
But Mike, my point is this.
No, the hitter chooses that, Matt. The hitter chooses that himself.
If he's statistically more...
Matt. I'm done with this because this is the dumbest thing that anyone ever brought up. I mean, you can't be dumber than that. He is a borderline Hall of Fame catcher. Borderline. He is an all-star switch hitter. He's hitting 300. You think the manager is going to tell him to bat lefty against a lefty? And you're telling this because you manage a beer league that the manager's going to say yes? What are you, nuts? First of all, we looked at him like that, Posada hand on the bat and said, you hit. No wonder you opened up by being concerned about what makeup I was wearing last night, which was, I should have ended it there. I mean, come on, get a clue, please, would you really? Get a clue. I mean, the man's a switch hitter for a reason. You think he's batted lefty against a lefty pitcher? And your statistics are because that pitcher gets hit harder by lefties than he does by righties, than a guy who has spent his life batting righty. So maybe the guy who's right-handed should just flip around and bat lefty anyway against the lefty pitcher, because the stats are better that way. So he could just flip around and bat lefty. How about that? Now, maybe if you really wanted to do it, what you would do is you would take a lefty pinch hitter and pinch hit him for your right-handed hitting Posada, and then you could explain to the media after the game why you did that. Because that would go over real well, too. Come on, get it. Would you, some of these, you actually have to sit here until you think you've heard everything. You really do. Until you think you've heard everything. Here's a guy who wants Jorge Posada to bat lefty against a lefty pitcher because the lefty has better stats against him. Like Jorge would consider such a thing. Like the lefty wouldn't throw Jorge a bunch of breaking balls. Because once you heard that a righty did it against a righty when, Mayle did it against Hoyt Wilhelm. Or Bernie did it against Wakefield once. Once, I think it was. Come on, guys. Please. Here's the Mink Man.